Alright, so now we'll look at graphing the point x minus 2y is equal to 6, given that we already found 3 points for this line. So before we begin, I'd just like to emphasize the quadrants of this Cartesian plane. We have our first quadrant, which yields a positive x value and a positive y value. Then we have the second quadrant, which yields a negative x value and a positive y value. The third quadrant yields both a negative x and a negative y. And our fourth quadrant, which is our last quadrant, yields a positive x and a negative y. So next, when we're graphing ordered pairs, we must locate the x point on the x-axis and then adjust by the y corresponding value, which you'll see right now. So for the first point, we have x 0, negative 3. So we locate 0 on the x-axis, which is this axis over here. 0's right at the dead center, and now we adjust by going down 3, because we have a negative 3 for our y value. So we have 0 right here and negative 3 up here. So this is where the value corresponds. 0, negative 3. Next, our next point is 6, 0. So we find 6 on the x-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we adjust by our corresponding y, which stays at 0, and 0 on the y-axis is right here. So have 6, 0. And our last point is 8, 1. So we find 8 yet again on our x-axis. So we have 6 over here, so 8 is 2 over. So we have 8. And now we adjust by our corresponding y point, which is positive 1. And we see that this is where the point intersects. So we have 8, 1. Now with this, we can construct our line by having everything intersect. So our line is this result right here. And if we can we can look at even more points that lie on this line. That would be a solution. And this goes back to our previous question. But with that, that sums up everything with just the basics with graphing.